Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of an Invincible reaction. This is live, and my name is Matt. Hello. So, last time on Invincible, what happened? Everyone got their shit wrecked. Mark met with Titan. We got to know more about Titan, which was a character didn't think would come back. And he made Mark and the Guardians help out on his fight against Machine Head, which is a dope Dear Purple album. They fought Machine Head, but not really Machine Head. Machine Head was like, you know, I have money, so he just summoned a bunch of superpower enemies, which I'm assuming is kind of like super villains, and they destroyed Invincible, and then they also destroyed the Guardians. And people that got really fucked up were, well, Mark, Invincible, as well as Black Sansom and Monster Girl. I hope they're fine. They might not be fine. Mark, I feel like Mark will be. He's invincible, right? And at the end of the episode, they did have this moment of like, no matter what we do, Viltrumite cells just don't die, which it makes me feel like Viltrumites are like actually immortal. Like Invincible won't die, and Nolan also won't. So we'll see what happens. He's actually invincible. That would make sense. I hope Monster Girl is fine. I hope Black Sansom is fine. I hope Robot doesn't do too much fucked up shit. I hope Rex improves as a person. I hope Eve is fine. I hope God, I forgot her name. What was it? Amber. Yeah, I hope Amber gets to learn the truth, but also doesn't suffer anymore. That's all I want. I don't want her to suffer anymore. But yeah, they got their shit wrecked. Maybe they'll be in the hospital this episode. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So, Invincible, Season 1, Episode, I think it's 6. Yeah, Episode 6. Let's go.
Me, I'm what you're missing.
Are you gonna die in like 5 seconds?
What's going on?
You're going through a metamorphosis.
Oh, what kind of?
Shining future for all humanity.
Nerd! Who talks like that?
Oh man.
You do. You're a nerd.
Oh man, this guy's gonna get it bad.
You're going to be different. You're going to
Okay.
be beautiful. You're going to be in...
There we go. More blood splatter. God, I want them to be okay.
You can assist me and we can save her life.
What are you gonna do?
Now. I'm here.
Did it reactivate his powers or something? Please beep.
No idea.
Yeah, okay.
All the way through.
Ugh.
Dropping people on it.
Oh, they're just straight up doing a surgery on him. Don't you fucking pretend to be concerned, Nolan. You watched the shit happen.
Remember Rick?
The guy you couldn't stop talking about last summer?
You make it sound like I was obsessed or something. Anyway, he's at Upstate U. I'm going for a tour on Friday. Staying over.
Okay.
They have a very handsome pre-med program. Did I say handsome? I meant world class,
Oh.
but also handsome.
We're gonna go into whatever the fuck was happening in the intro.
I think I can help more people by just helping them, you know?
Not playing
I don't have to wait
a
for
role.
some alien invasion or the lizard league's next attack. I can irrigate deserts, stop natural disasters, bring food to the starving.
This is all true.
No drinking, no drugs, and no sex.
No sex. Got it. I'll take good care of them, Mrs. Grayson.
Oh my god. She's losing it. Whew. Can't trust him. She put something else back.
I mean...
Oh my fucking god, Debbie.
Sheesh. I like the way you talk to me.
I was gonna say, he's just totally looking at his ass. Yeah, he is.
I'm not gonna watch you ruin your life on some hippy-dippy find yourself bullshit. I mean,
Shut up, Dad.
you get your feet back on the ground now!
Come
Bye,
on,
Mom.
Dad.
Bye, Dad.
Samantha!
I like that she put the door back as she flew away. A little detail. People missing. People missing.
Oh, please.
Ah,
Huh?
Mr. Sinclair. Once again, it seems you have an opinion to share.
That's the guy.
The truth to share.
I can think of 2 bad guys that look exactly like him in media that I consume.
All human failings are simply engineering challenges crying out to be solved. We're machines, and the sooner we recognize that, the sooner we'll reach our true potential.
Dramatic much?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Not. You're being a jerk.
Oh, he might turn it. Oh, fuck.
What's your
Hope
problem?
it doesn't go bad.
My problem.
Oh, the jock is gonna die.
Yale offered me a lab.
You should take it.
Oh, he's making fun of you. Oh, this Incel is totally gonna kidnap this guy. Yeah, it's gonna kill Rick. Oh, she's gonna make a house there. Literally, she doesn't have to do anything. She can just make whatever. She can make a house. She can make food.
I feel sorry for him. He needs friends more than anything.
That is so evolved of you.
Fucking. Oh, Rick is totally gonna get caught.
Hey, lovebirds. Did you have a good time?
Okay. Villain or.
Get away from him, you bastard!
Good aim. Oh, William, no! He changed his suit. Yeah, he did. Wow, that was fast. Fast change. Maybe William will realize that that is Mark because he has a close look. Oof. This... Cool. I was gonna say, this, like, cyborg thing is strong. He's gonna take the mask off. There you go. And now he sees himself and he's like, what happened to me? Yeah. Wow. And he's just like, I just want to kill myself. Wow.
What the hell?
That's fucked up.
Who was that?
That was my
Invincible.
William, you saved my life.
Yeah, he did.
I tried to get security, but there wasn't anyone.
Lying piece of
Wait,
shit.
no! This isn't what it looks like.
You took off. You left us here with that thing.
Amber, no, that's not what happened.
Eve was wrong about you.
Wait! Amber!
I turn my back for 1 second and the ungrateful half-wit slips away. That's it. That's the last time I leave anyone's frontal lobe intact.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna take this guy. He's gonna take Rick.
Classic alpha male.
Oh my god, this guy's such an incel. He might be an alpha male, but I am a sigma male. I practically look exactly like John Wick.
Oh my god.
What the fuck did you do, robot? He went to...
Those are normal levels for Monster Girl. It contains a unique molecule that I believe will add 60% to her chances of survival.
Okay.
It is well guarded and programmed to care for all humans.
I beg to differ. You didn't get your ass whooped in the Arctic for me.
Oh, is this the... She brought it to him? To Mark Hamill?
This is the oldest blood on the suit. Nolan struck first. I'm too scared to tell anyone.
Yeah?
You're invincible!
Bro, shut up! She just straight up stopped a forest fire. Cool. And regrew the trees. Here's the thing about Adam Eve. She can literally just play God. Which is really good to do, but also might be bad for her. She just grew her crops. Yeah, what are you looking at?
Satisfactory.
Yeah, they're growing something here. Is it just Rex or is it multiple people?
You guys hungry? Should I grab some pizza or something?
Love it.
Oh, he's gonna get kidnapped while we're doing this.
You can deal with that.
Yeah.
Rick, you there? Hello? Get up. Something happened to Rick. We were on the phone and it cut off. We need to look for him.
I need to go after Amber.
I will remain here until Monster Girl recovers.
Yeah. Alright.
It's very obvious how much he cares about her specifically. Oh, she woke up? Just in time?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. You just scared me.
Yeah.
I'm happy you're awake. Your recovery was tenuous at times.
You stayed with me?
I never left.
Totally creepy. Oh, Mark Hamill. Oh, buddy. Okay. Oh, the broken phone. Oh, man. Call Mark and tell him. Call Mark and tell him. William cares a lot. He's cool. Why didn't you call Mark, bro? Clearly he got kidnapped at this point. This phone is broken and fell. His shoe is off. The beards are on the floor.
Make sure our partnership is still going strong. Like you said, never piss off your tailor, right?
Mm-hmm. So worse. Yeah, go, bro, go. Did they already convert Rick? Maybe Rick cannot be saved. William could, but... Oh, man. Ugh. God, I hope William is fine. Rick might not be, and honestly, I kind of don't care about William. Behind you. Oh, below you even. Jesus.
He's turning people into those things. You make me sound like a monster.
Yeah, you are! That one is Rick, isn't it? Yeah, take the mask off and that's Rick. Yeah. Man, he works fast. He did that shit within like 2 hours. Like, yeah, that's his brain.
No!
So your crush is, he's gone. I like how he just started screaming and crying. Go, Mark. Go berserk. Oh!
Rick, it's me.
Oh! How the fuck did he remember?
No.
You gonna self-destruct?
Ruin yourself.
Oh, he turned himself back? Even though a part of his brain is removed? Let's fucking go, Rick! Why is William going after him? Not fucking Mark. Okay, let's go. Get him, William. Go, Mark.
Saving the human race from disease.
Yeah.
Can you help them?
We'll do our best. Go home, kid. I'll take it from here.
Maybe. Man, that sucks. Don't kill Debbie.
I didn't do anything.
Don't lie to me! I know you killed them, Nolan.
Fuck you, Nolan.
I still need to understand why. Wait, this is the guy from like episodes 1 and 2. What the fuck are you guys doing?
A rumor. Dude, I saw it on Reddit.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet, kids.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright, so cat's out of the bag. Debbie's just like, you didn't, Nolan, and I know. Fuck you. What are we gonna do now? Like, what's gonna happen? Because, like, here's the thing. Is that the only thing that it's in the way of Nolan just murdering everybody is just, like... It's just why, right? That's it. All I need is the why. Why did he kill the Guardians? To this day, I don't know, right? Like, okay, so the main thing that I'm thinking about, that I'm thinking might be the case, it's like Viltrumites are not this like super defenders of the order and what's good that they claim to be, or maybe yes, maybe they are, but they just don't value life. Even they just value order or whatever. They don't value life. So for example, Mark is like, I gotta help these people, and Nolan was like, no, you don't do shit like that. You're gonna save the planet from meteors or whatever. Like, that's more important. It's like, okay, like maybe it's something like that, and you know, through that mentality he goes through enough like mental hoops that he's like, well, the Guardians are bad because X, you know, because they save people, and who gives a shit about saving people, you know? They don't save the planet or some shit like that, or they're not worthy enough or whatever. I don't know what the reason might have been, but like that's the only thing that's stopping me from me being like, okay, he's gonna kill Debbie. But because like even now I'm like, okay, he might kill Debbie, you know, he might kill everybody. But like the only reason, like, that's what makes me think, like, why isn't he doing it? Because like he might care about Debbie, he might care about Mark, he might care about like a lot of things, but he also might not care about a lot of other things, and that's why those are the ones that he can just kill without remorse, you know, or just be uncaring and nonchalant without remorse. But we still haven't defined specifically the lines of what Nolan gives a shit about or doesn't. That's the thing. That's the main problem, is that I don't know where the fuck Omni-Man stands on anything. Because also, because I know he's a piece of shit from episode 1, that means that everything that happened since then, every scene where he's in and anything he says, I'm like, well, how much full of shit are you? You know, like how much is a lie and how much is real Nolan, you know? So to this day, I don't know. And I feel like at the end of the final episode, that's what they're going to do. In the final episode, they're going to finally have Omni-Man say, this is why I killed them. And we're going to finally understand what his motivation or goals or beliefs as a character are. But even to this moment, I'm still don't know why. All right, whatever. So, let's talk about the episode. Okay, let me skim through the episode. Dude, I said it for a second. Like, whenever this guy showed up, the Yasuo guy that's turning people into robots or whatever. Wow, the professor was Fred Tatasciore again? Yeah, that's Fred Tatasciore. I love Fred Tatasciore. Tatasciore, however you pronounce it. He voices Soldier 76 in Overwatch. He voiced a lot of the Beauty and Beasts in Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, this guy, D.A. Sinclair, this fucking guy, that guy looked like such a bad guy that it was like almost comical. He looks like the moment I saw him, I was like, oh man, you look like two bad guys already that I can think about. He looks like a mix between Nishikiyama from Yakuza Kiwami combined with Kimberly from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Banger show, by the way. That guy is such a comical bad guy. And I was like, oh, is he gonna convert Amber? And then fucking Rick stood on the way, and I was like, oh, he's gonna convert Rick. He's totally gonna convert Rick. It's totally Rick. Because, like, he's the throwaway character that is introduced this episode. It's like, oh, William really cares about this guy, and it's like, we're rooting for William because William is cool. So it's like, no, we gotta make it fucked up so we can dispose of Rick. And Rick also is built up to be this cool guy. And even this guy is like, oh, you're the alpha male. And it's like, of course you would say the words alpha male. Of course you would say that, you fucking incel. Like, of course he would do that. So this guy, Rick is really cool because he's nice, he's kind-hearted, he's like attractive, he's helpful, he's like energetic, like he's offering help and he's offering, yeah, you can stay out in my dorm, it's totally fine, guys, I'm gonna go get some drinks for us, maybe we can be fine, maybe things will be better tonight, so anyway, see you guys later, I'm gonna take care of things, you know? He's like super cool. So I'm like, oh man, you're gonna get fucked up, sorry buddy, like you are marked for undeath in this episode. What the fuck was this guy on? D.A. Sinclair? Like, we can talk shit about his like his philosophy all we want, and the fact that he looks and acts and says things like an incel that came out of 4chan, but this guy, I don't know how he was able to convert a person into like a fully mindless cyborg within like 2 hours, right? Because like Rick disappeared, was kidnapped live as William was seeing it. Then William was like, Mark, let's go find him. And Mark was like, no, I'm gonna go after Amber. So he's like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna go after him my own. Then he went to the store, and I don't know how long it should have taken. Let's say it took like half an hour for him to get to the store. And then after he goes to the store, he's like, oh, all his shit is on the floor. At which point he should have called Mark, and he was like, look, all his shit is on the floor missing. Maybe Mark wouldn't have cared. He goes into the sewers, he goes after the sewers, and then they like grab him and kind of kidnap him. Mark sees this in real time, and then we have the encounter. Mark goes there and we have the encounter. So, and by the point William was kidnapped, which must have been like tops 2 hours. I don't know for how long he was in the sewers, but let's say that tops 2 hours, fucking Rick was already converted. And it's like, how do you do that? How does a human being convert someone into like a full-on, like straight up? Because he removed his fucking brain, not the full brain, like a portion of it. I think it's just a portion of it. And fucking did all of this, like, he put all of this mechanical things on the body. How did he do that? I don't know. How to know how the fuck he did all that within like 2 hours? And I know, this is a fucking cartoon. You're not supposed to take it like super serious or literal, but I'm still fucking impressed. Like, what the fuck was this guy on? You know, I'm gonna make fun of this guy for all I want because he looks like a fucking Redditor and he talks like a Redditor and he's such a cartoony bad guy. But like, at the same time, this motherfucker, he was talented. You have to give him something. He was talented, and I don't know how the fuck he did that in such short amount of time, but he did it. So kudos to him, I guess. I also want to say that Cecil was like impressive technology though. So maybe maybe they will be able to use the technology this guy devised in some way, or Robot will utilize it because Robot has access to like the. I was gonna say the CIA, but I don't know if it's the CIA. But like whatever, the defense secret group, Robot might have access to it, and he's like, oh, this looks interesting, and maybe he can turn people into cyborgs, some shit like that. And this is like building it up, you know, like that's something fun whenever a story sets things up from like previous arcs. Again, it reminds you of Diamond is Unbreakable. Whenever they set up like Cinderella Saloon and Shigechi, and then Kira Yoshikage, and then all that things comes together, and it's fantastic. But like it makes me think of that. Maybe this guy his technology will come later, and maybe Robot will use it, or maybe even Nolan. I don't know. Anyone could use this technology that he devised here because it's pretty impressive. The guy from the beginning, what the fuck was his name? The guy that was initially kidnapped, the fucking frat boy, the Reaniman. That's what the X-Ray General trivia says. Whatever. So the frat boy from the beginning that gets turned into this thing. So we have the encounter with him where Marcus straight up goes, puts on the costume. I don't know how the fuck he did that so fast, but sure, he did it. But Amber gets angry at him because he like ran away, you know, he like went looking for help or whatever, and she's like, you fucking left us here alone. So she's angry at him, which is, you know what, fair. But like, I feel like you can, I don't know, maybe you could trust Amber to just tell her these things. Like, I don't know, I feel so bad for her, but at the same time I feel like I don't know if I would trust her to just not tell anyone that I'm invincible if I was smart, you know. But yeah, Mark saved them, awesome, but he didn't tell her. But William found out, and that's cool. By the way, I love how William looks like he's wearing a lesbian flag, and he's also gay as fuck. He's cool. I like William. William's a fantastic character. Anyway, so William, I love William because I never got the vibe that he was like ever like straight. So now this episode rolls around and I'm like, oh fucking course. Like I wasn't even surprised. I didn't react to it at all. I was like, yeah, sure. He's looking at that guy's ass, and I'm like, hell yeah, get it, boy. Hell, get it, boy. Anyway, but yeah, he defeats the Reaniman or whatever. It's really fun that Reaniman killed himself. That was cool. Because the frat boy, so the mask came off, and then he just like looked at his reflection on the water, and he saw his face, and he saw he didn't have a nose, and he was like, pieces of his skin was coming off. Maybe that was the nose. And he saw that he turned into this robot machine thing that he couldn't even speak because he didn't have vocal cords. So it was like, and then he just jumped and impaled himself like instantly. Like, you know, kudos to that guy for being like, fuck it, I don't want to live, and just immediately killing himself. Like, you know what, I respect that. I respect that choice, that instantaneous choice of like, oh, I'm a gross cyborg thing, fuck it, I'm gonna die, you know. Fine. I mean, I'm not gonna say this guy deserved it because he was like a total douchey frat boy at the beginning. I think that that's something that shows can do a lot, which is show you like a douchey character that then they immediately get it, you know, like a douchey side character that doesn't matter, and then they immediately get got, and you're like, okay, you don't feel bad about them because they were already built up to be an asshole for like 10 seconds, so you're like, okay, fuck it, you know. But also it makes you feel bad because you hated this guy as soon as he showed up, but then later he gets trapped in this nightmare scenario, and it's like, well, now I feel bad because I talked shit on you earlier. So that's good. but it's albeit a little bit predictable, and it's also kind of funny because he woke up on this fucking operation table, and he was like, nerd. Who talks like that? You're a nerd. Wait, I'm restrained. Wait, I'm missing an arm. What the fuck is happening? Like, bro, that's the first thought you had? Wait, this was Justin Roiland. Why wasn't he voicing Rick then? Why the fuck was he voicing the frat boy and not Rick? I have to catch up on Rick and Morty. Like, Rick and Morty was fun for like 2 seasons when I watched it. And then it like completely exploded, and all the fucking cringy internet kids just was making fucking Rick and Morty references and just talking about Rick and Morty being insufferable. And at that point, everyone who like gave a shit about Rick and Morty but was like normal, they were like, all right, I'm not interested in the show anymore. Everyone else ruined it for me. The fucking cringy ass fan base ruined it for me. So that's how I felt about Rick and Morty. I think I watched up to 2. So I have to watch 3, 4, and I think 5 is there right now. It might not even be good anymore, but it was good for the first couple seasons. So anyway, yeah, that's Justin Roiland. The new Guardian team. Black Samson recovered. Good. He's alive. I'm glad about that. Monster Girl recovered. Thanks to Robot. Robot actually did a lot in order to help for her recovery. That's good. We know Robot cares a lot, and we even see it in this episode. He cares a lot. And Black Samson is even like, how can you care about people? You're a robot. And it's like, it's clearly not. It's clearly not. So this just keeps adding more and more fuel to my theory that whatever the fuck I saw in that pod, yeah, that has to be Robot's original body. Because he went to the Blue Man Group to make maybe a new Rex body, and that is the new body he's making. It's not the first one that you saw in the tube. The one that you see in the tube at the beginning, I think that is Robot's original body. Like, I was like 95% sure, and I'm 100. I'm 100. That has to be Robot's original body. So that's a Robot's original body trapped in a tube connected to something, to a machine that transmits Wi-Fi into the robot body that we see, and he pilots all of them manually. So that's cool. I'm 100% sure that that's what it is. It has to be. Like, if it's not that, I'll actually be disappointed. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And he cares a lot about Monster Girl because he sees Monster Girl as someone that is in a similar situation to him, and he just cares about her a lot. I mean, I want to say it is a little bit creepy, but I don't know how old Robot actually is. Right? That is the thing. If Robot's whatever original entity, well, but if we go by that, then Monster Girl's original entity is also 24, which makes it okay. Like, Monster Girl is so weird. I don't like thinking about Monster Girl in relationships because that makes it weird. Because it's the anime problem of, like, you have this character that is, like, I don't know, 200 years old, but it looks like she's a 10-year-old girl and she acts like one. And I'm like, fuck you. Go fuck yourself, Japan. Why are you like that? Anyway, let's not get into that weird topic. Let's talk about Eve. Eve left her house. Her dad is an asshole. Her dad is an absolute piece of shit. Not the worst dad ever, because you can tell that he, like, cares to a degree. Like, you can tell that he cares, but he's also the kind of dad that is like, you gotta do this shit. And it's like, why? And it's like, because it was best for you. And he clearly... So, okay, there's a couple, like, places where that can come from, and it can be, like, manipulation. It can be, like, I want to have control over you, but it feels like this guy actually cares about Eve. However, Eve is like, Dad, I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, whatever you want for me is not what I want for me. It's not what's best for me. So, in a way, I'm like, yeah, you suck, Dad. Let her do whatever she wants to do. Simultaneously, that can be a bad thing. Because what's happening is that Eve is doing good, right? Eve decided to just go on a mission to just do as much good as she can. Here is the problem I can see with that, is that Eve is essentially playing God. because like I didn't fully grasp how powerful her ability is until I was editing previous episode, which was like earlier today. I was editing previous episode and she was like, I can literally rearrange the molecular structure of like anything, and she just made a door, whatever, and she can just do all sorts of crazy shit. It's not that she can like summon like pink beams or walls or whatever. No, she can literally make shit or rearrange shit in whatever way she can and wants. Like, in some ways, it's kind of like Full Metal Alchemist. It's kind of like Pep, and then I rearrange the structure of stuff. But but it's not even using the laws of equivalent exchange. So like, she's so fucking stupid powerful. She's actually just God. Like, that's literally what she is. Eve can just make whatever the fuck she wants. And I don't know if she needs to understand the molecular composition. I suppose it's kind of like Momo Yaoyorozu from My Hero. Yeah, I feel like she's kind of like Momo Yaoyorozu, except that Momo needs to pull things out of her body. But fucking Eve can literally just look at something, not even look at it. Just anything around her, she can just transform. So it's like, wow, that's so fucking powerful. And she's actually playing God. You see it in like a small montage. She's like, oh, there's this like mountain falling down. I'm going to stop that. There's these people farming crops. I'm just going to make them grow. There's this forest fire. I'm just going to just make it disappear and regrow the trees. And it's like, yes, these are all very good things to do. However, she's acting as God in a way. And that is not something that is necessarily bad until it is. And they don't have to do this, okay? This is just something that they could do. And it's the idea that it's common for in stories to have a character that is doing good things, very good things, but because they're so powerful doing these good things, they get corrupted by and they become desensitized to those things, and they become uncaring, and then you have a person that is all powerful and uncaring, and then they just start doing whatever the fuck they want because they don't care anymore. And that could be where Eve goes if she continues to do this. They don't have to do that. I would appreciate if they didn't, but they could, because the way Eve is acting is understandable, but in some ways it feels like a little bit like rebellious. You know, like she's actually rebelling. You know, you can tell me what to do. Fuck you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna help people whatever the fuck in however way I want. And it's like, yes, good for you and thank you for helping people out. However, I can see the storyline going into the direction of like she's gonna go too far in playing God and regrowing trees and making shit, that eventually she's just gonna have that moment of like someone's gonna tell her don't do that, and she's gonna be like, what, who are you to tell me what I can or cannot do? And that's just gonna spiral down. So that could happen, and I hope it doesn't because I like Eve, but that could happen. Okay, let's keep moving. What else happened in the episode? The fact that Debbie went to Mark Hamill. I mean, the name of the character is Art, right? But she went to Mark Hamill, and she was like, okay, so I have this suspicion of Nolan with the costume, and guess what? She got a confirmation. Fucking Mark Hamill was like, yes, all these blood splatters and all these marks and all this like microscope things that I found out, this all point to the Guardians, and they point that they were fighting each other, and then we can also prove that Nolan struck first. So then they go like, oh damn. Nolan goes to have a drink with Mark Hamill, and it's a very awkward drink. And then he goes back home, and Debbie is like, you killed him, and then she's like, fuck you, Nolan, and then the episode ends, and I'm like, okay, then what the fuck? Like, what now? You know? Like, where is this going to go? Are they just going to not tell each other anything? Like, is Debbie not going to tell Cecil? Art not going to tell Cecil? No one is going to tell Cecil because they're scared of Nolan, but she's going to hate him anyway. But what is Nolan going to do? Is he going to kill them? Is he going to just silence them in some way? What the fuck is he going to do? I mean, whatever it could be, no one can actually beat Nolan. Like, he's omni-man. He beat up the entire Guardian team, and the entire Guardian was better than any other superhero that we've seen. I mean, Evie's pretty strong, but she struggled against the army of aliens. I don't think she could beat Nolan. I mean, definitely not alone, but she could be a good asset, but I don't think so. I don't know if we have anyone that could maybe even become close to beating Nolan. So that's a problem. Okay. So Robot is talking to the Groupman group about making something new. I think they're growing a Rex body, a new Rex body, and maybe Robot will just fucking transport into that body, transfer. Yeah, and then at the end of the episode, at the very, very end, post-credit scene, we see this fucking kid. It's fucking, like, when I saw this kid, I was like, is that the same kid? I remember this kid because he has my fucking name. Because, like, they talk about him in the first episode. Then he showed up in the second episode when he got, like, struck by a flying bag of meat or whatever. That was probably the I thought about it during the editing later. I think that was the garbage that Mark yeeted in episode 1, I think. When he got the powers, he just yeeted a garbage gag. Maybe that's where the meat came from. I think it was like hamburgers or whatever. So maybe it just fell there. Anyway, so this kid is grave digging with this random other kid. And it's fucking funny. Okay, so what they're doing is, this tells me everything I need to know. So this punk kid is like, we're gonna dig up the Immortal, drink from his skull, and we get his powers. That sounds like the dumbest shit ever. Exactly the kind of thing that they would do. Dumb fucking kids. So Immortal is the guy that died on episode 1. I don't know what his powers were. But if I had to guess, from his name, he cannot be killed. Or not cannot be killed, but maybe he doesn't die from old age or something like that. Like, the only way he could die is from, like, an instant fatal kill wound, which is what he did. And even then, they tried to, like, resurrect him, didn't they? Like, they grabbed his fucking head and they put, like, a thing on it, and they were like, maybe we can bring him back. And it's like, how? Maybe his power is something like that. His name was the Immortal after all. But then the Blue Man group comes in. I really love that this kid is like, I saw it on Reddit. Like, but the Blue Man group comes in and is, don't believe everything you see in the internet, kids. But the last time we see the Blue Man group, I like that they don't know what the fuck their names are. I just called them the Blue Man group. You guys know who I'm talking about. So they talk up to each other about Robot and they go, do you trust him? And then they go, we need some insurance. So they went to get Immortal's body. So what are they going to do with that? So they're going to get Immortal DNA. And with Immortal DNA, what can they do? I mean, can they grow another Immortal body? Because, like, okay, they are experts at cloning. Can't they, like, grab particular traits from someone and put them into a body to make themselves immortal, for example? Which is what I was thinking earlier, you know, from grabbing different genes from different heroes. I mean, you can create the ultimate superhero with all their powers, you know? But I think they can only just do cloning. So if they can just do cloning, then they were just going to make another Immortal. So they're making another Rex too. So what can they do with another Immortal? They're saying insurance. Then they can transfer their memories into an Immortal body. Yes, because they make the body first and then they do the memory transfer with the other machine. So they can theoretically grow an Immortal body and then transfer a Blue Man group memory into that one. So that's something they can theoretically do. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so that's something they could do. All right. I don't know. I think that's pretty much it for this discussion. I love William. He's cool. He's a cool guy. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode of Invincible. Thank you so much for tuning in. And alright everyone, again, thank you so much for watching this episode of an Invincible reaction. If you would like to watch more episodes, early access, or full-length reactions, you can do so over at the Patreon. Check out the link in the description for that. Social media, all sorts of cool stuff. We have a Twitch channel and everything. So yeah, that's all very cool. See you guys some other time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.